Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how you can use 3D Zephyr to create beautiful photogrammetry like this. So photogrammetry is basically converting 2D images to 3D models like the one you can see on my screen. Let's get into it. So first of all, you want to download 3D Zephyr from the website 3dflow.net. When you come to 3dflow.net, you find 3D Zephyr free, and you download the free version which only supports a maximum of 50 photos for your scans. So once you downloaded and installed 3D Zephyr, you open it up. And when you open 3D Zephyr, you're greeted with this UI. The center is the viewport, the bottom is the camera navigation, the left is the project tab, and at the top we have the toolbars. We are going to use a picture, a raw picture that I've already taken. Okay. And it's always advisable to take good photos, because the better your photos, the better your scan. If you have a DSLR camera, you should use that instead of your phone camera. But if your phone camera is good, you can also scan using your phone. So take a 360 picture of the object you want to scan, and you import that into 3D Zephyr by going to workflow, new project, on check online for pre-computed camera calibration. Hit next and drag those photos in. Hit next. The first stage will be camera calibration. It basically checks if your pictures are okay for scan. Hit next. Select general category, or you can choose one of these presets if you are going for an urban or a human body scan. For this one, I'll use a surface scan. What it does is it's best for terrains and grounds. And for my preset, I'll use the default. Now hit next and run that with camera calibration, and it starts to reconstruct the sparse point cloud. So sparse point clouds are usually points in space where your cameras are. So give that time to compute. It doesn't take long, depending on your system, your CPU or your GPU. It should take at most 30 seconds to 1 minute to generate the sparse point cloud. We are back. I paused the video and we're back with the report from the reconstruction. And if you see yes on your image, it means the image is good. If you see no, it means the image is bad. And for this scan, my pictures are good. So I'll finish that operation, and our NTU viewport now has an object in the scene. With the blue dots you see are the sparse point cloud. These are basically the location of your camera in space. So the next point will be to generate a 3D model, and what this does is generates the dense point cloud and the mesh. The previous versions of 3D Zephyr, you would have to do this a step at a time. So you do the dense point cloud first, then you do the mesh. But in the latest versions, They've made it very simple, very easy for anybody. Also, you hit 3D model generation, select all cameras, hit next. I'm still maintaining my category surface scan. I'll choose high details because I want the mesh to be detailed. And I hit next. Same thing, high detail, surface scan, next, and I run that. This process usually takes longer than the others, so we'll come back once this process is finished. So we are done computing dense point cloud, and 3ds Zephyr has successfully generated a 3D mesh from the photographs we put in the software. So the next step will be to generate the textured mesh. When we look at this mesh, it's nice, the details are nice, but generating textured mesh is what will make it better. So to do that, we still go back to workflow, texture mesh generation, select all cameras, hit next. For the category, we have vertical structures and general. We'll use the general. And for presets, I'm going for high details. Run that. So the textured mesh has been generated and it looks better than the way it was without the textured mesh. So this is our scan. It's done. That's basically it. You have to export this into a 3D file format like OBJ or FBX. We go into workflow, advanced, and you find generate and export an enhanced mesh. We click on that, and everything here, just leave it at default. Make sure export texture is selected, or else your mesh will not be exported without the texture. Select the file formats you prefer, OBJ or FBX, and hit save. You can save this whichever name. I'm just going to save my as box scan. You have a scan, so I'm going to save as box scan 2 and save that. So it's going to generate and export this mesh into the file format you choose, and this process doesn't usually take long. So that's it. You can play with the model. I've also attached the pictures to this scan. You can download it and generate your own scans. You can take it into Blender or Maya, then we topo the mesh and maybe use it for your games or your animation, whichever suits you. Maybe in subsequent videos we can cover how you can clean up the mesh in other softwares like Blender, for example. So if you like this video, please subscribe, leave a comment. I'll be happy to reply your messages. If you're confused or you have ideas of videos that I can make that can help you in your 3D journey, I'll be glad to help. Thank you.